I'm Ron Strand, and welcome to Backstage at the Upper Room. We're going to do, and tonight we have a very special guest, a Grammy-nominated singer, speaker, and just an all-around wonderful person. And this is her second time at the Upper Room tonight, and I'd love you to welcome Michele Pilar. Welcome, Michele.
Thank you so much, Ron. Wow, I feel so fortunate to be the first one to be backstage with Ron. Backstage with Ron.
That's right.
Who knows what we'll find out.
Yeah. Well, we're doing this totally ad lib and off the cuff. And what we want to do is just kind of get to know a few things about you. You're pretty well known in Southern California, particularly Orange County. And but I think there's probably some things that others would like to know a little bit more about.
Sure. Ask away.
So what I wanted to just ask you first of all is, when did you first realize that you had a knack for singing, or had a talent for singing?
That's a great question. Actually, I was 5 years old, and I didn't really understand it, but my mom did. You know, moms see things. Moms are smart. And I came home from kindergarten, and we had all been singing in a circle in school, and I was crying when I got home from school, and she said, "What's the matter?" I said, "Well, all the kids are making fun of the song." So it took her a while to kind of, keep asking me and probing to find out what was wrong. And what she figured out is, I was singing in tune, but the other kids were not singing in tune. And I thought the kids were making fun of the song.
Oh, man.
And so I said, "Why are they making fun of the song?" And I was very upset about it. And she had to explain to me that not all the kids could sing. And I couldn't understand that either, because when you can do something, you don't understand why everybody can't do it. So some people run fast, and some people have brilliant minds, and I have dyslexia, so I'm not good in many things, but one of the things that God gave me is he put two little things in my, my body right here that could make a pretty sound.
So you knew the kids were off key, or you just didn't know the kids were off key. It was just a matter of thinking they were making fun of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So interesting.
I thought they were making fun.
Well, listen, I know that you are a Grammy-nominated artist, but you were also a presenter at the Grammys.
I was.
Tell us a little bit about that story.
Boy, that was, talk about feeling like a duck out of water. You're young. I was 20, whatever I was, 20-something, and I was asked to be a presenter, and I was nominated that night for two categories. So it was a lot, and you can't really wrap your head around that when it's happening. But I can remember, Michael Jackson was there, and he only wore one glove.
Of course.
And I tell people I spent the whole night trying to help him find the other glove. But seriously, it was so interesting to see these people that I had heard on the radio and admired, and then to just be with them and realize they were just people. And a couple of the people, like Cyndi Lauper, talked to me, and I think Annie Lennox, and they actually said, "You're different."
Wow.
They said, you seem different. You're peaceful, and you don't seem caught up in the whole thing." And we just have these little snippets of time backstage, but I did get to, carefully, I didn't want to get on a soapbox, but I wanted them to know that Jesus lived inside of me, and that,
Absolutely.
and that he loved them, and that was kind of my time to talk with them about Jesus.
So the light shines everywhere, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I thought we'd do a little kind of, 5-question type of thing. So, and you told me earlier, just ask anything I want, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did say that.
All right. So let's start with your your proudest moment. I was going to say your biggest, blah, can I say that?
Yeah, you can say it.
Biggest success, but let's say your proudest moment in life.
Wow, that is such I think some of my proudest moments, in being truthful, have nothing to do with music or anything else, but there have been times when I wrote myself off, and I counted myself out, and I took myself out, and I actually made decisions earlier in my life that now I understand, then I didn't, to self-sabotage my life, and then to have the Lord somehow, some way, circle me back around with him and reveal to me what I had done, and that he hadn't counted me out at all. The kind of love that you feel from God when you've disappointed anyone, and you've even disappointed yourself, but the Lord really instills in you, "I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Let's go for it again." And there is a pride, kind of a wonderful, loved and prideful feeling that, wow, I really am priceless to the Lord. And when I think of those moments, they're really my most treasured moments in life, where I realized that God had not counted me out, and we still had things to do for the kingdom.
Yeah.
Those are priceless times.
And there's nothing wasted in God's economy.
No.
Well, you are, we've gotten to know you, my wife and I, and you and Matt, your wonderful husband. And one of the things I just see in you is you've got such a gifting in so many areas. You have this great voice, you've got this great ability to communicate, and you have a wonderful voiceover voice. You've done some voiceover work too, haven't you?
Yeah, through the years when I wasn't in ministry, I worked as a little bit of commercial acting just to make a living, and then do some voiceover work. And I've worked in Christian radio somewhat doing. I've worked with Keep the Faith Radio, where I've read stories and different things.
Yeah.
To communicate that way.
Well, you come across so well.
Well, thank you.
It's just so good. What is one thing that you would like the Upper Room fans to know about you that they probably don't know about you?
Oh, goodness. What would I like them to know? I love to cook, and that's just kind of ordinary. You love to cook, too.
I do. I love to cook.
What's your favorite?
I love to eat, too.
Yeah, I do, too. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Well, probably Italian food.
Okay.
Because it's what I grew up
Of
with.
course.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
your roots. It feels like home.
That's right.
But yeah, there's cooking. Cooking is a wonderful thing. I heard Maya Angelou once say that the reason why women and men cook is to show their love for the people who are eating it. It's a beautiful expression of love, is to actually prepare the meals. And one of the things I love to make is an apple pie. I've been making a really good apple pie since 1987. I learned from a sweet woman who had learned from her grandmother. And so when I want to give someone a gift, maybe there's been a loss in the family, or maybe they're just really hurting and I don't know what to say, I'll bake them a pie. And it takes a while to bake an apple pie. So when I'm making it, I pray for them. And I don't tell them that, and then I just go and give them the pie.
Wonderful.
And I don't know, cooking is, cooking is a special thing, and it's nice to be home and be with people you love.
It is. It's so true. Well, by the time you watch this, the concert will be over, and you'll be able to go onto our website and see the concert. And tonight we're going to be featuring Michele and Victoria Jackson. So, Michele, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for letting me do this with you.
We're looking for a great show tonight.
Matt and I love you and Kathy so much. Thank you for what you do for all these people, and you do it seamlessly. And I can say this because you can't cut this out, but they do this out of the kindness and generosity of their heart. So if the Lord ever puts on your heart to support this ministry, please do that, because they won't ask you to. I mean, they'll whisper it to you, but they won't make a big deal out of that. But I want to make a big deal out of it.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much. And I did not ask her to do
No.
that. That was totally unsolicited.
No.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for all you do for all of us.
Yeah.